What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. Is Baltimore the new Chicago? Baltimore police stopped noticing crime after Freddie Gray's death. A wave of killings followed. Now, you know, Freddie Gray was the guy who got, I think it looked like he got a rough ride around the block because he was running from the police. They decided to teach him a lesson, and he ended up dying in the van. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Freddie Gray. You know, Freddie Gray was also a piece of crap. He sold dope to kids. Well, I don't know if he sold dope to kids, but he was a heroin dealer. So he was no angel. I'll pull that out. You know, I think Joe Budden had a podcast, and when the in Rosenberg, Brackett brother Rosenberg, said about Extension, he was explaining to like mainstream, I think, show he was on, and said, well, he just died, it's so sad, it's gonna be crazy. And he said, well, he was no angel. And Joe was all pissed off about that and saying, like, we shouldn't have did that, you don't do that and everything else. I think you can say, you know, in that case it wasn't right, because him being no angel had nothing to do while he was getting killed. You know, he was getting robbed. He was basically wrong place, wrong time around the American Shine. He got caught slipping, buying something around the Shine, the jealous Shine, and they got killed for it. Now, Freddie Gray, he was out there running from the police, actually being a Shine, not actually being a no angel. You know, anyway. Police, just before a wave of violence turned Baltimore into the nation's deadliest big city, a curious thing happened to its police force. Officers suddenly seemed to stop noticing crime. Police officers reported seeing fewer drug dealers on street corners. They encountered fewer people who had open arrest warrants. Police questioned fewer people on the street. They stopped fewer cars. So what are y'all asking for the police state? What are you saying, Brad Heath? USA Today? Just what are you saying? Now, they say they still answer calls for help, but the number of potential violations they reported seeing themselves drop by nearly half. It has largely stayed that way ever since. What officers are doing is they're just driving forward, looking forward. They got horse blinders on. And Kevin Forrester, a retired Baltimore detective. Look at you snitching on your fellow police officers. The surge of shooting and killings that follow has left Baltimore easily the deadliest large city in the United States. Its murder rate reached an all-time high last year. 342 people were killed. The number of shootings in some neighborhoods has more than tripled. One man was shot to death steps from a police station. Damn! Right in the fucking city streets, man. Yo, I swear to you, I swear to this day, listen. We went to Baltimore went to the zoo, because they have elephants there. They don't got elephants in the Philly Zoo anymore, right? So we drove down there for my daughter's birthday. And, you know, I think I had a rental, right? And, we were leaving. We were coming from the zoo. I think we were coming from the zoo. We were going back. We got an Airbnb, right? So he's back there, and this car was following me. I seen it, right? Because I turned, I turned in one lane, right? And then I went to the left lane, and he followed me to the left lane. You know what I'm saying, right? So I went back to the right lane. He went back to the right lane. So I slew up. Right? And as soon as he was coming, I went to the left and I hit the brakes. Right? So he flew past me. But he was actually trying to get behind me again. I swear to God. But he knew he would hit me, so he went straight. He beeped his horn and went straight. Girl was going crazy. Ah, what are you doing? Ah! I was like, I'm saving our lives. I'm trying to save our lives. Them the jackers. I swear the jackers were right behind me. I tell my girl this to this day. I saved our lives. because he was trying to jack us. He's attempting to foul. I'm like, he see the out of state plates, rental, shit. You know what I mean? You gotta stay woke out in Baltimore. I'm telling you that right now. I'm reading this. I might keep my black ass out of Baltimore until it blows over. Now they're this going about how police learning about crime and whatever, blah blah blah. You know, they got a little nice little graphs. Look at this. Look at this. You know, the actions initiated by police. It's going down. They're not even talking to y'all shines. And here you shines go. Police officials acknowledge the change. In all candor, officers are not as aggressive as they once were pre-2015. It's just that fact, says Acting Police Commissioner Gary Tunkel, who took command of Baltimore's police force in May. They're blaming all shortage of parole officers in the fallout from a blistering 2016 Justice Department investigation that found the city's police regularly violated residents' constitutional rights and prompted new limits how officers carry out what they had once been routine parts of their job. Yo, they was out here robbing people, doing dirty shit, man. It was like a whole squad. Yo, it was wild, man. You need better officers. You can't have that, man. You know, they was out here wilding. The change has left a perception among some police officers that people in the city are free to do as they please. And among criminals, says Mahogany Gaines, whose brother Dantes was found shot to death inside his apartment in October. A lot of people, these people don't realize you're leaving people fatherless and motherless. I feel like they think they're untouchable. Here, the Reverend. You know, the Reverend out there preaching the good word. You know, I thought this is what y'all wanted. I thought this is what y'all wanted, man. I thought this is what y'all wanted. You wanted to get away from, leave, police leave y'all alone. They leaving y'all alone, and y'all know how to act. So what y'all telling me? The Baltimore Shine needs what do they call it? The seer? They used to call the plantation the seer. They need a seer that will come by with that whip to whip your ass to get y'all online. This is what Baltimore, Maryland is telling me. That's a damn shame. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. I'm like, they're saying, like, screw it. Maybe, you know what? They probably don't get paid enough money. You know, because if them cops was so dirty, they must not be giving them money. You know, I think we need better officers, but I think they need better pay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the starting pay is now, but I would think police officers should get, like, you know what I mean? And now, mind you, this is like cities in like tough places. You know, I'm not talking the same as like if you out here in Exton, Pennsylvania, and you're a police officer. I'm not talking the same. Yeah, I wouldn't pay them the same as people in the city. But man, I would have to start like 80,000, man. You know, for fucking like city, say Baltimore City, you gotta give that. They'll come running. You'll get quality people left and right. I think, cause you get overtime, man. So that's like you probably swing that in a 6-figure job easy. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what they're paying. I know when I was, oh, that was back in the day. So they had to get a lot more money. I would think it's probably like 50. It should be at least. But anyway, this Uncle Hotep. Baltimore is the new Chicago. Baltimore is the new Chicago. So sad. Anyway, this is Uncle Hood. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.